What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great day. Back again with another Sixers pregame live stream. Hope everyone tunes out today, and we're hoping for a better result just to start off with that. But first and foremost, I go by RB, and this is Philly Take with RB, and we're back again with my guy.
DJ Eastwood, run it back. Home of the most brutally honest Philly sports takes. You know the deal. Brett Brown podcast. Come in.
Shout out to my guy up here, man. Another Brett Brown realist up here with me. Man, a few days ago was rough. It was rough. You guys all tuned out, all came out for the pregame and the postgame I did. I was fuming just because we were back to the same old thing. But, I mean, we can get this back on board tonight. You know, a fresh start. The question is, are we going to do it? Are we going to see adjustments? Are guys going to step up and play? We're going to talk about it all. We'll answer some of your guys' questions. We'll try to be optimistic and get a good feeling for this game tonight. But first off, DJ Eastwood, what are your first thoughts on tonight's game? Anything that stands out the most to you?
I was totally incorrect about LaMarcus Aldridge. I didn't research him before I made that video today. He's not playing, so I expect another 30-point performance from Joel Embiid, I would say, without any good defenders in the middle.
Yeah, Joel should have a good game tonight. I'm right there with you. I'm looking for our stars to stand up. I'm looking for a few other guys to stand up as well and make a difference, which we will get into in a little bit. But overall, I'll say it if you won't. Brett Brown, you got to be much better. You're going up against Greg Popovich, where you spent years and years in his system. Who knows doing what? I mean, if Brett Brown doesn't step up tonight, we already know what Greg Popovich is going to come out and do in terms of a game plan. Brett's got to step up. The Sixers got to step up. Shout out to all 31 up in here already. Shout out to everyone, man. Appreciate everyone that's coming in. Let's see who's up in here. BLSG. What's going on, man? RB's burner account. I like the picture. Yo, RB, I need
You're
your help.
famous if you have a burner account.
There we go. Spread the word to subscribe to my channel. Hey, go ahead and sub them up. Sub them up. Appreciate my burner account being up in here.
Yes, sir. Subscribe to everybody that watches us and has a channel.
Yes, sir. And, hey, hit the like button on the streams as you guys come in and subscribe if you are new. We're live again on 2 channels. Can see all the comments. We'll try to get to all of them. Bronx Todd, what's going on? I like to watch NFL. Sean McQueston, I hope Pop slams Brett Brown to reporters after the Spurs smoke us tonight. That's a good way to start off.
Yikes.
Wooch.
I don't think they're going to smoke us, but we'll get into that.
Yep. Ethan's up in here, says, DJ, you were the man.
What's up, Ethan?
Colin O'Leary, where is it at, though? Ronald says, RB, nice to see you allow a Celtics fan in your pocket.
Closet.
You got some explaining to do.
I just want some of those players on my team. That's all I want. That's all I want. I never want to see the Celtics win anything. I actually bet against them yesterday, and Damian Lillard almost pulled it out for me. But
yep, I know. I was watching that game. That was brutal, man. That was brutal. I thought they were going to come back. That was a stupid pass by what was it, Nurkic at the end there?
That was Lillard.
Yeah. But
the one where he threw it out of bounds. Yeah.
I didn't understand that. I thought they were going to give him at least a chance or something. But
yeah, I mean, Lillard had a 3 to tie it and passed for a 2, and that was it. I don't understand that at all.
Philly girl, what's going on? Appreciate you being up in here. Ethan says, welcome to the Fire Brett Brown Club. You guys already know what it is, man.
The Fire Brett Brown Fan Club. T-shirts coming soon.
T-shirt merchandise coming soon. Oscar Lou, what's going on, bro? Barn 5, I'm not excited to watch tonight's game. Hey, man, you got to be optimistic. You got to keep hope, man. Got to keep hope.
He made me feel optimistic with that.
Right. Brody, what's going on? Nate McCauley, I hope Shake goes off as a comeback. We're going to talk some Shake Milton today because, man, I'm not going to say I'm done with Shake, but I was very disappointed with what I saw the other night. It's not all his fault, but we'll see, man. Max, the Sixers fan. Barm, Bus says, I'm early. What's going on, man? I'm going to watch this for like 5. Jonathan Block, will Ben Simmons shoot tonight? DJ Eastwood. Oh, man.
It's just not part of his game. It's not part of his game. He's not going to do it.
Oh man, Kevin Cronin says get Broads up in here. Ethan says I wish we had Greg Popovich. I'm telling you, man, that would be my long shot for the Sixers to get a new coach. Greg Popovich, lure him away.
Yeah, his teams are always good defensively, and it's hard to imagine how Brett Brown became so bad defensively.
Yep.
After being under him.
Yep. Philly native, what's going on? Tag Rye Music, love from Canada. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's go Sixers. Kara Poole up in the chat. Giorgio's, what is going on, fellas? Drew 210 up in the house. Let's see. Manny Montoto up in here. Reezy World says, hope we get swept so Brett Brown gets fired. Giving him all the love tonight. All the love already, man.
Swept? Does he mean like 0-8 or first round sweep?
I mean, if we go 0-8, Brett shouldn't even be around for the playoffs.
No, he really shouldn't. That won't happen.
Ethan says, what do the Sixers need to do to win this game in your eyes? So, obviously we talked and they saw our videos, our reaction from last game. Really, I mean, even though we scored 120 points, I still don't think we played well on the offensive side of the ball. Our defensive intensity has to step up as well. Now, the Spurs, like you said, Aldridge is not playing. He's out for the season. I think Bellinelli's on the injury report as well. I'm not sure if he's going to go or not. But is there a favorable matchup that you are looking for tonight?
A favorable matchup? I don't know, but what I'm looking for is a little bit of help outside of the big three. Like if you look at the stat sheet from last game, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, everybody else didn't even break 10 points. It was bad. Like it's all like 2, 4, 2, 2, 4. Like we need scoring from other players.
Yep, I absolutely agree. I think this is a game where our depth has to step up. Furkan can't go 0 for 4. Shake Milton can't shoot the ball one time. I'm still not over that. I'm still not over that. Your starting point guard, the guy who's supposed to be counted on to be one of our best shooters, shoots the ball one time. I just don't understand. But yeah. Outside of the big three, so you're saying you're looking for other guys to step up. Is there one guy maybe off the bench, if they get sufficient playing time, that you really think is going to take a notch up in this game?
Yeah, Alec Burks. I think Brett Brown learned his lesson, not permanently, but at least for one game, he learned his lesson, and Alec Burks is going to get more minutes than any other ball handler on the bench, and I think he's going to put up some decent numbers. I mean, he had 9 points in 12 minutes last game. I mean, he should be able to put up 15 points if he gets 15 or 20 minutes.
Yep. I agree. Martin Santiago, what's going on, man? Says just got back from the field. So ready for this game. Sixers over Army stuff all day. Shout out to Martin, man.
Let's go.
Appreciate you, man. Ben Glasspool, what's going on, bro? Says, hey, I'm a big fan of both your channels. Could you follow my Twitter? It's an account for Sixers fans from UK. I think I already follow you, my guy. You do great content. Shout out to you. Let's see. Oscar Luda. Raptors are looking scary. They beat the Lakers and the Heat. Yeah, I just got done watching that game earlier. I know I texted you earlier. I'm telling you, man, it's not even just those teams. Like the Raptors, they just suffocate opposing offenses. But overall, I've watched the last 3 or 4 games on NBA TV. Every team plays so fast. That's like the Sixers, whether they just physically can't or they don't. The Sixers, like watching a Sixers game versus watching another game, you can just see the difference. It's so complete. The Sixers play so slow once they pass half court.
Yep, because like I told you in the text, you see teams full of guards, full of quick little guys that can dribble and shoot, and you see the Sixers, and you're like, where are the guards?
Unbelievable. I mean, it's
a bunch of big guys.
Even guys rolling off, I feel like there's ways that we can maximize our offense in the half court set, but we just don't. I didn't like what I saw at all last game. Even though, I mean, Joel Embiid, I said this on the post game, he put up 40 points and he had to muscle through 3 defenders on multiple occasions.
Yeah, somebody said to me on Twitter that we have no floor general, and it's true, and it's been true for a long time because I don't consider Ben Simmons a half-court floor general, and Shake Milton might be too young for it. I mean, we really don't have an experienced guy that can get things done in the half court.
Nope. Eagle Slayer 95, what's going on, man? Says, I'm not getting my hopes up, even though this game should be cake on paper. I feel you, man. I feel you. Tristan,
Should be.
What's up? Mizzy, whoa, how furious can I be when Furkan gets off the bench first? Shaking my head. Or for GR3 Burke Stable only. I saw for the Sixers, I don't know if you saw this. Well, GR3's out again. Mike Scott's out. And Kyle O'Quinn can't play because he did not go to testing. He skipped testing, so he's not even eligible to play.
What else do you have to do in the bubble?
Yeah,
like he was too busy.
Yeah, he missed his test, so he's ineligible. Mike Scott's out. Glenn Robinson III is out. So, guys, we're going to talk about our score predictions later on. But overall, like a couple people said, like you said, we outmatched them. We have much more talent than the Spurs, especially without Aldridge. But I'm not going to say I'm sorry. I'm taking a step back, guys. I'm not going to be as confident as I am until they prove me wrong. I think this could end up being a close game, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it really shouldn't be. I think it's all up to Ben Simmons dominating because we know Joel Embiid's going to dominate. And if Ben can have a dominating game, then we can put him away. Yep.
Ethan says, will Raul Neto sit on the bench or will Brett Brown use favoritism and bring him on the game to play 20-plus again? I'll let you answer that, DJ. I mean, Raul Neto, one of your favorites, man.
I think the one thing he does change is when a player does nothing for 20 minutes, he doesn't play him the next game. I mean, so like we saw him flip-flop between Raul Neto and Trey Burke like 10 times during the regular season. So I think he's going to be like, all right, I mean, there's no real strategy to it, but he's just like, all right, your turn now. We're going to try a different guy now.
Yep.
So I think it's Alec Burks' turn, maybe. Maybe his name's a little too similar to Trey Burke, and he's just going to get benched again.
Oh, man. Scott and O'Quinn out tonight, but really, though, who needs them anyway? Yeah. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm expecting to see Raul Neto tonight. Maybe not for 20 minutes because I don't expect Shake to be in foul trouble. But we'll see Raul Neto probably for at least 10 minutes, honestly. And it hurts me to say. But yeah, Brett Brown loves him. Brett Brown absolutely loves Raul Neto. Like I said, Alec Burks was 3 for 3 from behind the arc with 8 minutes played in the fourth quarter. And he did not come back in. Raul Neto consistently got torched on multiple possessions in the fourth quarter. And he just kept them in. So
Brett has never really looked at somebody's defensive ability for whatever reason. They just, I mean, when JJ Redick used to get cooked and he'd leave him out there, Cork Maz, whoever, he just leaves him out there.
Yep. Can Ben Simmons surprise the Sixers fans and try to shoot a 3 today? I'll let you know my prediction later. DJ Eastwood already touched on this, said he doesn't believe it. He does not think that's a part of Ben Simmons. And then Eve Haub says this team has no identity. I absolutely agree. That is my biggest problem with the Sixers. They don't have an identity. One game, it could be this guy. The next game, like tonight, Joel Embiid could come out and put up 20 points. Like, there's just no consistency on this team.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like when you think of one player that's going to kill you on the Sixers, you don't know who it's going to be. Embiid, Simmons, Tobias. It's totally random every night.
Crazy. Quadir says, I've never seen an offense that's 90% ISO post-ups. That's really all we are is an isolation team. I mean,
yeah. Uh-huh.
It hurts. It hurts to say because I think my hopes were up based on all the videos I'd been seeing, the chippy practices. And in a way, I don't understand how we come out in the first scrimmage and look like a different team. But then we just regress back to who we are. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. Shout out to all 75 people up in the chat. If you guys are just tuning in, Sixers pregame live. Hit the like button on both channels. Subscribe if you are new. We are here for the Sixers pregame, talking predictions, matchups, and all of that, and answering your questions. So I answered last game. I guess we'll get into this, and let us know in the chat as well. I'll start off by asking, what are the 3 main things that you want to see addressed in this game today? What are your 3 main points for the Sixers to win this game?
Man, I'm looking for Brett Brown to tell his players to go over the screen on a shooter. Number one, but I've been waiting for that for a long time. I'm looking for Joel Embiid to dominate, and I'm looking for Ben Simmons to be more aggressive. And, I mean, I don't think he's going to shoot, but he could at least – there was videos of him in the summer doing like a floater from the post.
Yep.
And I laughed at this video. I'm like, he's never going to do that in a game. And he won't do it.
Nope. So Joel Embiid dominating, Ben Simmons dominating, and fighting over screens. Those are your three main things?
Yeah, we can't sag off of DeRozan or he'll just shoot jumpers all day.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go there with you. My number one is defensive intensity. If a guy starts to heat up, which the Spurs don't have really sharp snipers outside, they just have athletic guards, but they are filled with guards and they're going to be moving around a lot. Can the Sixers maintain that defensive intensity? My number two thing really is Ben Simmons. Is he going to step up? If he starts to phase out of the game, how is he going to be able to make his difference on this game? Because I feel like last game he kind of just phased out, and when they started doubling him, when they started, knocking him a little bit, when he tried to drive to the rack, he kind of just fizzled out of the game a little bit. But and number three, the guy that I'm looking, and this is partly of who I'm looking to step up today, Shake Milton. Man, before I was one to say that Shake should not start in this starting lineup because he's young and inexperienced, and they're going to throw things at him. But you got to handle yourself right as a young guard. Obviously, the whole little altercation, but overall, like Shake, I'm telling you, you cannot shoot one shot. Whether they're not setting screens for you, whatever. Shake's got to find a way to get open and get going and get in his groove, because if he has a couple more games like I saw last game, I don't know how you can keep him in the starting lineup. I'm not saying we're done with him, but you have to show up, Shake. You got to show up.
Yeah, he's going to have to get some confidence from somewhere, because he had no confidence at all in that last game. He just looked like he really looked like a G League talent.
Yeah. What's going on, Asia Roberson? Appreciate you being up in here. Kevin says Matisse should be the sixth man, and Glenn should be the three, and Burke should be in it as well. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't mind starting Glenn Robinson. I really wouldn't when he comes back. Edward Curtis says Shake Milton going 3 for 3 body slams. I like it. Oh, man. Asia says, I'm wishing Doug Peterson a speedy recovery. Shout out to Doug. Hope he's doing well. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Kyle says, where is Jonah Bolden? Where's Jonah Bolden? Where's he at? With the Suns or something? I mean,
Jonah Bolden, yeah. Unless he's not even in the league anymore.
Yeah. 38 Sniper, appreciate you being up in here. What's going on? Murph the Kenzo. Shout out to that guy. Christian says, at least the Spurs don't have TJ Warren. At least the Spurs don't have TJ Warren. Yeah, but like DJ said, we got to take notice on a guy like DeRozan, because DeMar DeRozan is really the main matchup. He kills people from the mid-range. He doesn't shoot threes, honestly. Like, he phased out from even shooting threes.
He did, but I do remember a game, most threes he ever made in his career was against the Sixers. So,
yep.
He just started shooting threes, and we were like, this guy doesn't even shoot threes, and he's just bombing away like Steph Curry. I think he hit 7.
Yeah. Yeah, the Sixers should be able to hold DeRozan, hopefully to around 30, I would hope, but if they give him that mid-range all day, DeRozan, it's kind of, it's 100% for him, really. That's his bread and butter.
And he can take a lot of guys off the dribble that are smaller than him. Like, I mean, if Furkan Korkmaz ends up on him somehow, that'd be an easy bucket. So,
yep. Max, the Sixers fan, says we have no shooters and we don't have a point guard. Most teams do. Good point. We need a lot more shooting. I'm telling you, like last game, even though Joel Embiid was on a tear, he was literally like dishing it out to Tobias and Furkan, and they were just leaving them guys wide open. And most of the shots weren't even going in.
Yeah. A lot of things that we talk about this team, it's really just we don't make shots.
Yep.
Like we just don't make shots.
Yep. Quippy, GG, yo, I love you guys. You have helped me understand the game. I love Philadelphia. Fly, Eagles, fly, and go Sixers. Appreciate you.
Shout out to you, Quippy, GG. Shout out to you.
Yep. Shout out to all 80 people up in here too, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Send your questions our way. We're talking Sixers, Spurs pregame live. Oscar Lou, Elton Brand sees Al Horford as the younger version of himself. That's why he signed him. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, it seems it's. I mean, what are the odds of a former center got hired as GM and just stuffed the team with centers and power forwards?
Yep. Ike says Ben Simmons not shooting guys. Brett doesn't call plays for Ben to shoot, and Ben doesn't demand the ball to shoot. The Sixers offense isn't organized to shambles. Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Like,
yeah,
there are people out there who will either blame it all on Brett Brown or they will all blame it on a guy like Ben Simmons. But overall, it's a combination of both. But in my opinion, when everything starts to fall, you look at the man at the top, and is Brett Brown really putting the players in position to do their best, to optimize their potential? I do not believe so. The offense looks way too stagnant. The offense doesn't like. There's just no flow when I watch the Sixers offense sometimes. There really is none.
Yeah, there's just not. Yeah, I mean, there's no flow. It's totally random. It looks like a pickup game 99% of the time.
Yeah. And like Ike says, I feel like every time Ben Simmons has shot, it's been a pick and pop out to the corner and a catch and shoot. How come I saw that on the first play of the Grizzlies scrimmage and I haven't seen it since? You know what I mean? I feel like Ben Simmons has been handling the ball way too much, in my opinion. I don't know about you.
Yeah, there's a lot of ISOs. There's a lot of him having a post up, and he just, when you really think about it, he doesn't have any post moves. He can't really take a dribble and, like, unless he's powering through somebody, he's not going to shoot a fadeaway jumper or anything. So yeah. I don't know why they ISO him in the post so much.
I feel like they bring it up and they give it to him in the high post, and as soon as the opposing coach makes an adjustment and starts to bring that wall together when he tries to drive, he just starts to look for everybody on a perimeter. He just phases out. And since he won't shoot, I mean, there's just not much for him to do, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Except if he's on the break. And we only had like 14 break points last game. So, and that's another thing. Really, the tempo of the offense, like I said, it's just slow. Dead slow. So slow. Yeah. Man. Do you guys think Ben should move back the point guard? I've been hearing and seeing people complain about him playing the 4. DJ?
No, him playing the point guard's the same story. Just It's still him in the half court just trying to give the ball to somebody because he doesn't know what to do with it when he crosses half court sometimes.
Yep.
I like him at the power forward better because he gets more opportunities to roll to the rim.
Yep. Stuart says, yo, huge fan of both channels. Appreciate you, Stuart. Says, what adjustment do you guys believe Brett should make to pull it off tonight? Do you have a few top adjustments? I know we've touched on it, but really just the main thing you're looking for in terms of Brett Brown, because obviously he did not do a good job last game.
Yeah, I think the main thing I'm looking for is more minutes from Matisse Thybulle, because you need a guy that's going to change the game defensively. He can't be sitting on your bench and only play 11 minutes. It's just crazy. You got to try to win a game with defense, especially when you can't make a shot.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think the rotations were bad, and overall, just the flow of the game, like I said, even if a guy on the Spurs were to step up like TJ Warren did, I see some of these other coaches. For example, I'm watching the Raptors Heat game earlier. The Heat erase a big lead, and what does Nick Nurse do? He calls a timeout, and the complexion of the game switches right back to Toronto. I feel like Brett waits too long. He allows a guy to stand out there and keep attacking his matchup without sending a double team, without just trying to force him into a turnover or something. Like if DeRozan gets going, you got to make that adjustment on defense. Give another guy the chance to shoot one. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. I mean, there's no way TJ Warren should go off for 50 points. No way.
No, just because his name's not James Harden doesn't mean you're not supposed to treat him like that when he's shooting like that. That's the thing. They're like, oh, it's just TJ Warren. Well, he has 47 points already. Like, dude, double team the guy. I don't care if his name's TJ Warren.
Crazy.
God.
Crazy. Kyle says, where is Zaire? Who knows? Who knows?
You don't want to see Zaire Smith play NBA basketball anyway, man. You just don't.
Nadir says, something is so wrong with this team, I can't put my finger on anything. Please give me some reasonable explanation.
I think the reasonable explanation is there's no floor general. Everything just looks totally random all the time. Yep. It's just, let's give the ball to this guy now, ISO. Let's give the ball to this guy now, ISO. There's no system, really.
Yep. Nothing at all. I agree. Let's see. Kyle O'Quinn skipped testing. How did he skip testing when they do it 2 times a day in the bubble? Who knows, man? Just a Sixers thing.
Yeah, that's so weird. It's like, I don't understand that either.
Oh my gosh. Philly Notion. Shout out to my guy, RB. Big salute. How many threes has Ben pulling in this game? I say he pulls one, and if it's broken, he won't shoot again. Well, we're just about to get into our player predictions in a few minutes. I'll tell you, Notion, I'm not feeling good about it. I'm not feeling good. That's what I'll say for now. Usually I try to be the one optimistic about it, but right now I'm not feeling good about it.
He actually surprised me in that first scrimmage because he shot one and missed it, and then I thought he was done and he wasn't going to shoot again, and he shot again. So,
but it's not even like the form looked bad. It was a nice balanced jump shot, really.
Yeah, no, his form's never been bad. It's not.
I don't
Curry.
It hurts me deep down inside because, like I've said, and this is just my opinion, but with the Sixers, if Ben Simmons shoots the ball, you could just see it in the first minutes of the Grizzlies game. The offense just opens up so much. And I'm not saying we're going to be the best without that floor general type of guard, but it opens up a lot more. It does.
Absolutely. It does. And it makes people come out and guard him at the 3-point line.
Mike Scott is useless. The Hive has been quiet lately. Man, Mike Scott is just disappointing. Disappointing.
Yeah, he is.
Man, watch Neto play 30 minutes and have 0 points. Yeah, he played 21 minutes and had, 2 points or something?
Yeah, 2 points.
Crazy. Unbelievable.
People said it's because Alec Burks had turnovers, and I'm like, he had 4 turnovers, but I'm still putting Burks in the fourth quarter over Neto. I'd rather have you try to do something than just be a waste of space on the floor.
It's just like when he kept Furkan in the Golden State game, when he was getting torched on defense. Even if you want to keep him in for offense, which I don't know why, the dude is worse than JJ Redick on defense.
Yeah, it really is. Somebody said his plus 14, and that's why I hate the plus minus statistic, because sometimes it makes sense and sometimes it just doesn't really represent what happened. Just because you're on the floor and the score goes up the minutes that you're on the floor doesn't mean you did anything.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I think Brett's going to play him again. He's going to say, "Oh, Neto was a plus 14. He did good." I wouldn't put it past Brett Brown. Shout out to all 101 people up in here, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Let us know if you are enjoying these pregame streams and give us some questions. We're going to get to our predictions very, very soon. Shout out to Smokeless YouTube here. He made a hilarious video of me and DJ Eastwood RKOing Brett Brown. It was great.
Yeah.
Says, can't wait for Neto's 40-minute breakout and a 2-point performance. Sounds about right.
Oh, man. Yeah, he made my new intro. It's coming soon to my channel.
Oh, man. And
I hope I don't get copyright for the WWE part. I might have to blank that out or something.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, honestly. Ethan says, Embiid and Tobias were the only ones who showed real hustle the other night. The team is so unpredictable. That's the problem. There's no identity. One game, it's this guy. Tonight, Ben Simmons could step up. Embiid could disappear. There's no substance to it. Even Tobias had a quiet 30. He had a quiet 30.
I was just gonna say that. I didn't even realize he had 30 until I looked at the box score. Like, that something about Tobias Harris is like, I just kind of don't notice him. He just plays and he scores, but like I don't even remember it for some reason.
Yep. Oscar Lou says, if Ben doesn't shoot for another 2 to 3 years, will this concern y'all once he hit this early prime? What is your take on that? Do you think he can survive, or would you be happy if he never shoots?
I don't think shooting's ever going to be a major part of his game. I think he does have to shoot once in a while. Like, if you watch Giannis shoot a 3 from the top of the key, like he shoots like 25%, nobody cares, but he shoots it once in a while. I don't think Ben Simmons is ever going to shoot 5 threes in a game or anything like that. But when he gets closer to his prime, you're going to have to make a decision, because if he won't shoot, him and Joel Embiid kind of aren't going to work together forever. I think Embiid's going to want to play with a point guard that'll shoot and spread the floor, vice versa, and you'd have to run Ben at like a 4 and 5 point forward, point center, and open up the floor and give him shooters. Either way, you can take advantages of his skill set for sure.
Yeah. I think Ben can survive without it. I think he can be an all-star power forward. But overall, if Ben does not shoot the ball, I'm severely going to be pissed. Like, I think Ben is holding himself back and is holding the Sixers back from being a championship team by not shooting. This dude can be one of the best players in the game. And even with Giannis, at least he's attempting it. Even if it looks bad, he's progressing. And I just don't understand why Ben won't shoot it. I want to get a hard-nosed coach in here who will get that out of Ben Simmons. I don't know what it is at this point. Like I said, it cannot be confidence. The dude can make jump shots. But I think it hurts the Sixers in the long run. I do.
It does. I agree.
EYO says, I don't understand why you two hate Furkan. I don't hate Furkan at all. I just
Persian pistol, man.
He's just inconsistent, just like everybody else on this team, honestly. He's just inconsistent. And really, if he's not hitting his shots, can you really keep him in?
I like what Furkan gives you. I'm not in love with Furkan. You know what I mean? It's like a girl that gives you one thing and doesn't have much else to offer. You're not going to date her.
Yeah. Furkan is...
He's only good for one thing. I don't want more of that.
Yeah, Furkan, I mean, like tonight, he could come out and hit 5 threes, but he's looked at right now to be one of the Sixers' best shooters, one of the most consistent shooters, and he can't come out and go 0 for 4. He just can't do it.
And this is supposed to be a defensive team, and if you're really bad at defense, you can't hang out here. The teams are going to attack you every play.
Yep. Bus says, who's going to guard Joe if LaMarcus is out? Honestly, it's going to be Jakob Poeltl, who was, I believe, a lottery pick back years ago. And, I mean, that's no matchup for Joe. Joe should easily go up for 30, 35. But then again, Greg Popovich knows what he's doing. So I wouldn't put it past him.
Watch quick double teams. Watch. You'll see some quick double teams, I think.
And we literally talked about it last time. I'm telling you, Joel, that 41-point performance was so impressive because he was fighting through everyone. Nobody could knock down a shot. And he was just muscling through guys. I expect the same thing tonight.
I think part of him yelling at Shake Milton on that series of plays was him kind of yelling at the whole team. I think he was getting frustrated. Like, I'm out here dropping 40 and 20, and you guys are sucking. Like, bro, help me out.
It's terrible. And we have guys that get forgotten on this team, like Josh Richardson. Remember Josh Richardson, who's gotten incrementally better each year of his career? And I think you said it best on your video. I don't know if it was yesterday or when. Every guy that comes here regresses. Every guy. Al Horford, another one we're not even talking about like that, but he's $100 million player. Crazy.
You can watch them play in it. They don't look comfortable in the offense. It's like they don't have a role. They don't even kind of know what they're supposed to be doing.
Man.
And Jimmy Butler said that. He said, who's in charge?
Yep. Better defense, more up-tempo, show some balls and swag, aggressive. Yep. What's Brett's philosophy for defense? I'm still trying to figure that out.
I don't know. Yeah. There's not... I don't know how you let TJ Warren go off like that and don't change anything. I don't. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Somebody said it good that he was just expecting him to go cold. And like, I was expecting it too. Like, okay, he's not going to shoot like this the whole game. And I think that's kind of how they played it, but he just kept shooting the lights out.
Yep. Overall, these guys just got to step up. And honestly, I was looking for down the stretch who would make the big play. I don't know if I even saw much of that. I mean, Tobias stepped up, hit a couple key shots, Embiid, but like we said, they're going to suffocate these guys. They really are. So really, we got to get ourselves a lead. We let the Pacers hang in way too long. Nobody had above 15 points on the Pacers except TJ Warren. I mean, that's pretty crazy to me. They were down 2 starters, and their star wasn't even playing good.
Yeah, Oladipo wasn't playing good at all. TJ Warren was just Carmelo Anthony 60 at the Garden.
Man. Ike says Ben needs to be more aggressive and shoot open shots. Can Shake bounce back? Can the starting five be more fluid on offense and defense? I like it. We have to be better on D, guarding the hot hand. Ben needs to be aggressive and attack. Looking to go to the free throw line, and everyone has to step up in general. That's the thing, too. Embiid was getting to the line. I want to see Ben get to the line a little bit more.
Yeah, me too. I really do. Even if he shoots 5 for 10, you get to the line 10 times, it's better than 0. And I think, honestly, they need to – the games where they looked the most fluid, like back against the Clippers before everything happened, the floor was spread, and they were running the Shake Milton, Ben Simmons pick and roll And Ben was rolling to the rim and all kinds of things happened. I didn't see that a single time last game.
Yep. Philly boy says, why does it feel like every team makes so many lucky shots? I'll tell you why. It's because we give them 5 feet of space. That's what's killing me.
It does, but I agree with him, though. It does feel like we're playing 2K on Hall of Fame. It's so crazy how these shots go in the hoop sometimes. I can't believe it. I think there's a black cloud over Philadelphia sports. Just the craziest shit happens to us.
Yep. Shout out to Stay Me 70 says, love you guys. Stay blessed and keep that positive energy. Appreciate you.
We're trying. Shout out to the Carmelo avatar there.
Yep. Sean says, if Pop is our coach, do the Sixers win the finals? I'll tell you, we have a good shot of it because that's what hurts. Like, obviously, we're always going to be with our team no matter what. But I know deep down inside that we have a bunch of talent on this team. The way we have played against big teams earlier this year in certain games, I know it's there.
Elton Brand wouldn't have made some of those decisions if Greg Popovich was there. Popovich would have not been having some of those trades. The Al Horford I think Greg Popovich knows basic basketball and he's traditional and he wants to run a point guard, shooting guard, small forward. He would have never been down with Al Horford and Joel Embiid playing together.
Nope. Brett Brown watches the game with the fans. It almost seems like that sometimes. It really does. He'll sit there and it looks like he's in a little lapse and he's not really doing anything.
Yeah. And if the refs are screwing you over 2 or 3 possessions in a row, like throw your clipboard and get a technical. Yes. Do something. Yes. He never shows any emotion.
Nope. It's crazy. I think it was last game he called a challenge in like the second or third quarter. And I'm like really? What is that going to do?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think he's too nice. I think he's like Gabe Kapler, basically. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body.
They don't play as hard as they can for Brett Brown. I don't think the respect is there. I
just don't think he has a mean bone in his body. I think he's just too nice. He's probably like, okay, guys, it's okay. Let's try again next time.
Yep. How many guys had career games on the Sixers the last 4 years? Good point.
A lot.
Yep. Crazy.
Dude on Twitter last night listed them all. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He has a Philadelphia podcast, but he listed all of them, and it was seriously like 8 players.
Crazy. Shout out to Call Me Brandon. Big fan of you, though. Shout out to you.
Yo.
Let's see. We'll get a couple more of these comments in. Shout out to all 120 of you guys up in here right now, broadcasting from 2 channels, Sixers pregame live. We're going to get our predictions and some player predictions as well.
$120. All right.
Yep. We're loving it. Mike Scott has finally hit tenure and needs to go. Yep. Neto was on the floor with Embiid. That's why he had a high plus value. Yeah. I didn't see anything from Neto except one play where he cut to the basket off a screen and was wide open. That's all he gave me, really.
Yeah, Mizzy, that's a good point. That's what I'm saying about the plus minus. If you're on the floor and the score goes up, you have a plus average. Doesn't mean you did anything.
Nope. And honestly, like to your point though, Al Horford with a minus 26. I mean, that just can't happen. That just can't happen from $100 million guy. I'm sorry.
No, and that's because right when he came in the game, they went on a 17-0 run. He's minus 17 right there.
Yep. Burks turnovers were as soon as he came in, he settled in after that. I don't think Burks played bad at all. I really don't.
Yeah, Brett punished him for the turnovers and basically punished the team by doing it. I think Burks is experienced enough that you don't have to punish him for turnovers.
Yep. Philly boy, they go to Tobias for like 3 straight possessions, and then he doesn't touch the ball for a while. That's coaching. I'm telling you, it's like, look, obviously plays aren't going to be drawn up every time down the court. But if your team is in a little rut, like you got to do something to get it going. I'm telling you, and again, I'm still pissed off. There's no reason that Shake Milton was that far out of the game. A young guy, sure, he might get flustered, right? He might get up in his head a little bit. I saw Nate McMillan throwing things at Shake Milton. But you, as Brett Brown, you got to talk to him. You got to pull him to the side. I heard Brett talk in the postgame say, we weren't as physical. Shake Milton got sped up in his mind, whatever that means. But even so, pull Shake over. Say, Shake, we're going to get you to do this. We're going to have you roll off this. Like, we have to get you incorporated. Shake Milton did nothing. He did nothing.
He's so descriptive. Like, I really like Brett Brown as a person. I swear to God, I would hang out with him. I think he should write a book, and I would read it. He's good at talking, but we don't need you to say that stuff. We don't need it.
I just don't like it's like nothing happens when he talks to his players.
No. He says a lot of nothing.
It's crazy. Let's get to this. Shout out to Asia with the super chat. Appreciate it. RB, my Yankees are playing your Phillies tonight. I'll let you know how it goes. But in the meantime, please, Sixers, win a dang game. Yeah, let me know how that Phillies game goes. I can already guess the outcome of that with Garrett Cole on a bump against the Phillies. I mean, the Yankees are just going off.
Yeah. I took the Phillies as part of a parlay just to do it. No, I took a Bryce Harper to score a run and the Phillies to win just on a fly just to. He gets on base a lot. I'm like, he usually scores a run. I'll take that. But if they lose, I won't be shocked.
Yep. Appreciate the super chat, Asia. Thank you. And keep me updated on that game for sure. Simmons is going to get trapped like a fly on a spider web and turn the ball over. I mean, honestly, we outmatched the Spurs in terms of height, physicality. Like I said, they have a lot of guards. They are guard heavy, but they're just quick and athletic. So,
I don't think Ben's had a couple games where he turned it over a lot, but not many. He doesn't really do that out of a double team. He kind of just shuts down and stops touching the ball, really.
Yep. Thibault's the key to this team winning, and it seems like nobody sees that, especially Brett Brown. If a real coach can develop him, he could be a star. I tried to tell you guys a week ago, Brett Brown just has a problem with youth. I just don't understand what it's been. There's no reason Thibault should play 12 minutes. There's no reason.
I think he punishes guys too much. He gets somebody makes one mistake, they get benched for the rest of the game. And that doesn't help the team or the player. Yep.
It's crazy. Appreciate all the insight up in the chat right now. We're going to transition and get into some player predictions as we did last time. We'll do the main three and maybe a couple others. But first off, I'll ask DJ Eastwood. We'll start off with the guy who had to literally backpack the Sixers last game, Joel. Do a 180 Embiid. DJ Eastwood, what's your official prediction line for Joel Embiid tonight?
He's going to score 30. I'm going to give him 30 and 12. Maybe no, he's been rebounding like a monster actually, and I think he's pretty angry with how they've been. So he's going to have there's going to be a lot of effort, which results in rebounds. So I'm going to give him 30 and 16.
30 and 16. Yeah. I think Joel's going to go off again, but I think Greg Popovich has probably watched last game and is going to try to get the Sixers to force it out to the perimeter. So I'll go with Joel Embiid. I'll go 26, 12, and 3. 26, 12, and 3 for Joel. And maybe a couple blocks again. Let's see. Give us your predictions up in the chat. We'll get
that's the thing about him. An off game for Joel Embiid is still a great NBA game. Like 26 and 13 is an off game for Joel Embiid.
Yep. Let's see. Shout out to Timothy Miller up in the chat. Hello, guys. Big fan. Shout out to you. Ryan Rowe, what's going on?
Ryan Rowe, what's good, man?
Rare breed in the tube. Let's get this win tonight. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see. Toronto fired the coach of the year, so I don't care if Brown makes the finals. He has to go. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I think Toronto's ownership knows a little bit about basketball. If a coach can be that successful, like record-wise, but you can watch him every game and be like, no, I don't like anything he's doing and fire him, then I think you know a little bit about basketball. I don't think Josh Harris knows anything about sports in general. He just buys businesses to make a profit like every billionaire does. He doesn't care about basketball.
Yeah, he wants to develop that regional sports network with the Devils and the Mets.
Yeah, and you think it's because he has a passion for sports? No, he knows what the turnaround is.
There was a commercial last game, and they had him talking for like 5 minutes. And
I know people were tweeting like, "Oh my God, the last thing I wanted before this game was a Josh Harris interview."
Crazy.
Did he say anything meaningful? I don't remember.
Not at all, really. Just we're hyped for the restart. Like, okay. Crazy. Al Horford goes off this game 20 points. Let's get into these Embiid predictions. 4 and 5, Joel, 37, 16 rebounds, and 5 assists. Ethan, Joel doing 180. Embiid, 37, 6, 4 blocks, and 5 assists, all for all on free throws. I like it.
Optimism.
Yep. Giorgio says Embiid 32, 15, and 5 blocks. I could see Embiid with another 3 blocks this game, 2 or 3. 30, 15, and 4. I like it. 24, 14, and 6. 31, 9, and 5. Simmons 17, 8, and 10. Embiid 39, 20, and 2. I like it.
He had a quiet 20 rebounds too. Like I know he was getting boards, but I didn't realize he had 21 until I saw it.
Yep. 30, 20, and 3. I think is another Embiid won 24, 15, and 2. I like it. So with that being said, we will now transition to the second guy, probably who we're all looking for a better game from, who I do think will play better. At least I'm hoping so, because he usually does bounce back after a bad game in which people are calling him out and a bunch of stuff. Ben Simmons, prediction stat line. DJ Eastwood, what will his stat line be? And for the people who weren't in here at the beginning, will Ben Simmons shoot a 3-pointer tonight?
Well, that's the crazy thing about how talented he is, because he, like you said, bad game or off game or whatever, he had 19, 7, and 7. So it's like, or 7 and 5 or something like that. So, but that's still, he's supposed to carry the team, and when we needed him, he wasn't there. So, I think he's going to have a lot more aggression this game and look more comfortable and organized with his decision making. I think he'll have a triple double. I like 20, 11, and 13 assists.
Nice.
We need some guys to make shots.
I'm honestly looking for Ben Simmons to come out with maybe even the best overall stat line, because like I said, he always comes back. I don't think any of these guards on the Spurs can guard Simmons. They're not going to have a guy like Aldridge in there who they can really stick on him. Really, everyone's toast for Ben Simmons. So I'll go with Ben Simmons. I think he puts up 24 points. I would say 11 rebounds and like 12 assists. Like you said, I think he has a triple-double, maybe even throw in a couple steals in there for Ben Simmons. Let's see. Brokey says 22, 6, and 11. Ben Simmons, 16, 11, 12 with 4 steals. I like it. Let's see. Here's another Embiid, 130, 20, and 3. I like it. As a diehard Celtics fan, I can't understand why your coach won't utilize Horford properly. Thank you for that insight. We're wondering the same thing.
Kyle, you're trolling. No trolling in the chat. We don't wish injuries upon anybody.
Right. Double R says 31, 13, and 3 assists, 2 blocks. Joel, 34, 5, and 18, 3 blocks.
Hulu has live sports.
Joel, 37, 8, and 7. Let's see. Simmons, 20, 11, and 11, 2 for 3 from outside. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention that. Guys, I'm done. I'm gone. Until Ben Simmons shows me again, I'm sorry. I don't think he'll shoot a 3-pointer tonight. Until he shows me again, and it hurts. It hurts because it's holding our team back. But I'll just put that out there. Let's see. Ben will shoot a 3 from the top of the key. What did I see there? 29 and 8. Fire Brett Brown. Corey Dennis. Simmons, 20, 10, and 10. Attempts 1 or 2 threes. Bench Howell Neto because he played 20 minutes. 28, 4, and 5. Ben Simmons, 18, 3, and 2. No threes, 5 for 9 on free throws. 18, 9, and 8 with 2 steals. I like that. Ben will have big games against the next 5 bums. Someone explain why Ben only had 3 assists. Yeah.
Don't know.
14, 8, and 8. Richardson's stat line prediction 12, 3, and 4. Let's see. There's a question for you.
What is my reason why Neto was playing? I can't figure it out for the life of me. I absolutely can't. If I had to really pick a reason, I guess he likes that Neto is safe with the ball, but the turnaround of that is that he doesn't do anything the whole time he's out there.
Yep. I like this comment from Rican Legend. Says, if Neto starts or is the sixth man, I'm watching golf for the rest of the year.
Man.
Oh, man.
I was about to start betting on golf if the NBA wasn't going to come back.
Yep. If a team lets a bad shooter shoot a wide open, they have absolutely no respect. Ben Simmons needs to prove people wrong for his sake. Yep. 24, 8, and 8, 5 steals and 2 blocks, filling up the stat sheet. Ben's going to feast on D. Yeah, I think he's going to come back strong. I do.
Yeah, I think he is too.
Let's see. Simmons, 21, 10, and 11, 2 blocks and 3 steals. Simmons, 22, 11, 10. First triple-double of the year.
Of the restart, I guess.
Yep. Let's see. Let's bring up our G League coach.
Hey.
Oh, man.
I'll try anyone.
Yep. 24, 9, 8, and 4 steals and 2 3-point attempts. Let's see. And, yeah, we'll get one more Ben up in here. 22, 7, and 6. I like it. Philly 559. LeBron Riser. What's going on, fellas? Oscar Lou starting us off for our third star, Tobias Harris. DJ, let me get your official Tobias Harris prediction. Everyone else, drop it in the chat.
Tobias Harris prediction, I'm going to go a little light since he scored 30 points last game. I think I'm going to give Tobias 17 or 18.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking about the same, honestly. 18 or 19 points, probably like his average 6 or 7 rebounds and a few assists up in there. I think this is going to be the Ben Simmons comeback game, and he's going to dominate with Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I think I hope so.
Yep.
We can't go 0-2 right here.
Let's see. Mario Shayok stat predictions.
I didn't think he was going to see the floor the same way I didn't think Neto was going to see the floor. So who the hell knows?
Coach Brown, 4 bad timeouts, 1 bad lineup, 1 mean stare, and 2 Gatorades in a win. I like it.
How many arm crosses?
Right. How many walks out to the free throw line during a timeout? I hate when he does that. Ben Simmons, 26, 12, and 7. Let's see. How Neto will go 0, 0, and 0.
Yeah. That's probably an accurate prediction.
I got a triple-double, 12 Horford claps, 10 Embiid shimmy shakes, and 22 minutes for How Neto. I love it. I love it.
I can't handle more than 21 minutes. 22.
No. Born 5, Tobias, 33, 12, and 3. Let's see. Tobias Harris, 25, 6, and 3, 23, 6, and 3, 28, 7, 5, and a steal. Toby, 18, 7, and 4, 29, 7, and 6, and 7 for 9 on free throws. Simmons might go for 30 points against a bad team like the Spurs, and LaMarcus isn't playing, so he should score easily. Yep, I agree. 21, 5, and 6 for Toby. Don't sleep. The Spurs have DeJounte Murray, who's a really good defender. Yeah, they're quick on their feet.
And he can score. He can dribble drive, and he has a little bit of a jump shot. So,
yep. They need to bench Neto or give Smith some, if not all his time. If I'm not mistaken, Zaire Smith isn't even with the team, to be honest.
Yeah, and I never really looked into why either. I don't remember hearing anything.
No, he just I don't know if he had like a nagging injury or Brett just didn't want him.
Or he's just been down in the G League the whole season.
Yep. Toby is our leader. It looked like an overpay, but watching Thibault's vlogs, we need him, and I see him dropping 35, 6, and 8.
Yeah, he's an overpay for sure.
Sixers can steal the 5 seed with Indiana taking the 4. And B 28, 9, and 5 blocks. Toby, 18, 7, and 2. Let's see. Thought of doing an Eagles collab with EDP. Yeah.
He's expensive, man. He has 1 million subscribers. You can't get on with him.
2 million.
2 million. Yeah, you can't get on with him.
How Neto, 0 minutes and a donut on the bench. There you go. Horford, 13, 3, and 9. O'Quinn, 0, 0, 0. Tobias goes for 26, 5, and 5. So before we get into our actual game predictions, there's one more I want to ask you and everyone in the chat. What do you think Shake Milton's stat prediction line will be tonight? Because I need him to step the heck up. I'm sorry. You got to step up.
I think Shake's going to have 20. I think he's going to have a bounce back game. I mean, everybody's trashing him. Like, you know how Philly fans are, and I'm negative, but I'm not negative enough to be like, this guy's G League talent. He's done. He can't do it. What were we thinking after one game? I think he'll be back, and he'll hit a couple. He'll hit 4 for 6 from 3, and he'll drop 20 points.
Yeah, I think he'll go with about 16, 17 points, hit a couple threes, throw in some assists and a couple rebounds, but he's got to knock down from deep, and he really just has to let it fly, man. If Shake comes out, let me tell you, if Shake comes out tonight and shoots the ball less than 4 or 5 times, I'm going to have a problem, like a serious problem. I mean,
yeah, we need you to, like, we need somebody to create offense in the half court, and if we can't have Shake shooting one shot the whole game.
Yep. Let's see, 15, 5, and 6, 14, 4, and 6, 16, 4, and 5. So all about the same here. 15, 5, and 4. I like it.
I'm the optimistic one here. Wow.
Yep. Shake 15, 5, and 5, 11, 3, and 2, 18, and 6, 17, 5, and 7, 4 for 4 from the 3-point range. 15 and 5. Let's see, 16, 4, and 4. 13, 4, 6, and a steal, 15, 4, and 7. So all about the same here. 8, 3, and 2, 8, 2, and 2. Shake needs to shoot 4 or 5 in the first quarter. I'm there with you. Get him out of that groove or whatever he's in. Let him come out and just start firing. He needs more confidence tonight. Shake Milton is one of the biggest Sixers I'm looking for tonight to step up. Problem is no one's setting screens for Shake. He can't get open. Yep. Not sure why they don't do lots of pick and rolls with Shake. Wish I could answer that. Don't know the answer. Brett Brown gets ejected and we win. What's he going to get ejected for?
He won't. He's too nice. He won't get ejected. He's too nice.
Shake dropping 60. I feel it in my bones. There we go. Hey, but with that being said, now we're going to get down to our game prediction. Shout out to all 115 still up in here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back later tonight on a post-game reaction, by the way, right after the game. I put out a poll. You guys voted on it, so we'll be here. And I'm sure DJ will do his video tomorrow like usual with his morning coffee. But
yeah.
So with that being said, DJ Eastwood, let me get your official game prediction for tonight, and everybody drop it in the chat.
Like I said today, DeRozan's going to drop 40, but nobody else on that team is really going to hurt us. And it's going to be closer than it should be, but it's going to be 105-99 Sixers.
Low scoring game. A lot of the games have been high scoring. You're going with the low scoring one.
Yeah.
So 105-99 Sixers. I like it. For me, man, looking at the Spurs, they had a tough win yesterday against the Grizzlies. Let's not forget that put them up one game closer to notching that 8th spot. The Spurs are a couple games out of the 8th spot right now. They're playing for a lot more than the Sixers are. The Spurs have won 2 in a row as well against the Kings and the Grizzlies. So they're on to something. They're looking very fluid. I think the Sixers go up in the first quarter, and again, they let the Spurs come back. I think this one ends up being a lot closer, like you said, than it should be. In the fourth quarter, I'll take the Sixers to pull away in the last couple minutes, but I think it's actually a closer game. I'm going to go with 117-111 Sixers. 117-111. We sneak one out by the Spurs. A lot closer than it should be, but I think Simmons and Embiid step up. Tobias does what he needs to, and hopefully this dang bench steps up. So,
yeah, we need something from the bench. I mean, before we made the trade for Alec Burks and Glenn Robinson, and our issue has been the bench for a long time. We just can't find bench guys that are consistent.
Yep, I agree. Mizzy says Burks is your shot creator. You guys have influence. Say his name more. I love Alec Burks.
I don't know if I have any influence. We don't have. It is funny though. Sometimes if the timing's right, you type in Sixers, like we're right at the top. So if Brett Brown's at his house and just types in Sixers on YouTube, we're right there.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he does. I'm sure. Let's see. 109-105 Sixers. I like it. Sixers 115-105. 110 to 98 Philly. So hold the Spurs below 100. There we go. Let's see. Phils beat the Yanks 5-3. Sixers beat the Spurs 118 to 108. 133 to 117. Sixers dub. 104 to 101. 115-98. 102-91 Spurs. 127 to 96. We're at home, yeah, with our artificial fans, right?
We are at home though. We get the fake cheers when we make baskets. So.
Yep. and the booze when we're not doing good. 123, 115 Sixers. Mark it down. Patty Mills to score 36. I'm telling you guys, Patty Mills better not put 30 plus on the Sixers. It better not happen.
Oh man.
Let's see. Feed Matisse. I like it. 120 to 103 Sixers. That's if Brett wasn't the coach. So Spurs. I want to see some virtual Sixers fans. 113 to 112.
How do we get on there? I think you have to be a season ticket holder or something.
Yeah, I don't even know.
We should definitely be on there. Like me, right. You, Broads, and Philly Mike should be right in the middle.
You're going to see me screaming, Brett! That'd be funny, man. C-Dot says 113, 112 Sixers. So a nail biter. Will we winning on a game? A buzzer beater here?
Korkmaz buzzer beater.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Sixers lead in first quarter, blow it in the third, and win in the fourth. 111, 102. Sounds about right, man. Feed Matisse more than 15 minutes. Matisse better play 18 plus tonight. He had to. Mike D, ever notice the Sixers always suck in the third? Always. Or
always.
If we suck in the first.
Always.
If we suck in the first, we come out in the third and go on a run. Always. 106, 103. Imagine if Joe dropped 0 again. That would not be good.
Nah, that's only against Toronto.
That's
only against good defenders.
Yeah. Watching the Pels versus Grizzlies, Miss JJ, right there with you, man.
Yeah, man.
Do you see Matisse being an offensive threat? I see him being a Tony Allen type of player, and he will be. He will develop it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think you can see the ability. He just doesn't have. He just hasn't. He has the ability for sure.
Yep. Timothy, 104, 101 Sixers. So we got a couple tight predictions here. I mean, who's taking your big shots down the stretch? If you think it's going to be close. Let's see. Shea can't get a look. Could have signed Isaiah Thomas and Alan Crabb. Shake 16-5 and 5. Nah, Bellinelli will put up 40 on us somehow. If he plays, I'm telling you, he's going to go off on the Sixers. I can already see it. Kyle says 104-94 Spurs, outcoached by Pop. Hopefully he gets fired after the game. Oh, man. Gangrene Dave.
They're not going to fire him.
What's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here, man. Talking some Sixers. Nadir says, can't you have Crazy Broads on next time? I mean.
We would love to. He has an ESPN contract. He's probably on the radio right now, honestly.
Yep. Let's see. They suck in the third because the other team makes adjustments and Brett does not. Literally, every time. I saw Nate McMillan. Even in the first quarter, I saw Nate McMillan right away start to harass Joel Embiid and start to harass Ben Simmons. And Ben got completely taken out of the game. Joel kept attacking. But yeah, overall, I think the Sixers bench needs to step up. I don't see much from the Spurs bench. And like you said, our stars need to step up. So hopefully the Sixers bounce back and get a win tonight. Guys, if they drop this one, I mean, I'll be on a post-game reaction, but I'm not going to have much to say if the Sixers drop this one. Like, I don't know where to go from here if the Sixers are to drop another one tonight. I really don't, because these are the games I expect us to win.
Yeah, we're not losing this game. There's no way we're going 0-2. I shouldn't say no way because they always surprise me somehow, but
Sixers 110, 105. If we were in that West Coast, we'd be the 8th seed, and that's sad. That's sad.
That is sad. Truly sad.
Yep. Ben needs to play mad. Imagine if we play against Houston and they out-rebound us.
Embiid has more rebounds than that whole team.
Yep. Here's the thing with this squad. We are so predictable. ISO post up, which leads the teams knowing what's going to happen, which leads to double teams, and that leads to turnovers, and we are so lazy. We need to run more pick and roll. I would love it, guys. I would love it. Not even just pick and rolls, but picks off the ball.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's one thing. I'm telling you, I've been watching the games today. Guys are literally just standing still. Like Tobias Harris will cross the half court, and we got 4 guys spread out on the wing, just doing nothing. And I don't understand it.
It's been like that. I don't see why Brett would change it now. After how many years? And speaking of the turnover, somebody just said we've been the leading top 5 in turnovers Brett Brown's entire coaching career.
Yep.
We're always up there in turnovers. Like, that says something.
Yep. Peyton says we'll beat this team by 35 and then get crushed by the Wizards. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I don't want the Sixers to lose, but kind of want it to get BB off the head coach. I think either way, his time's pretty much, it's in the books, really. Let's see.
PJ Tucker at center.
How come bro adores BB? What does he see that you can't? I don't know.
I just think Broads tries to be more optimistic than we do, and he knows Philly fans jump the gun a lot, so he tried really hard to be like, it's not the coach, it's not the coach, it's not the coach, and now he's really coming around to being like, he won't scream that he sucks or he's an idiot like I will.
Yeah.
But he's also more professional and stuff than me. I'm just some guy.
The Moroccan says our backcourt needs to step up big time. Big time. Sixers 119-108. I miss when the Sixers were talked about to win the championship in the beginning of the year. Oh man.
That was my first YouTube video ever. In the middle of the summer last year.
Really?
5 reasons the Sixers will win the championship in 2020.
Well, is it still up?
Yeah, it's still there. People come on once in a while and laugh at me in the comments.
Oh, man. Not running screens limits Jay Rich, Toby, and Shake's production. Yeah, Toby needs space, and so does Jay Rich, and they just don't have it. Let's see. We'll be on here for a couple more minutes, answer some more comments, and then we'll get up off here. But hope to see you guys on the live post game tonight. It's going to be fun. Hopefully we win. Run more Milton and Ben P&R. Milton needs to drive more and collapse the defense. I agree. Jim,
I want to see a lot more.
Brett Brown. That's a hard one.
Oh God, neither.
We'd be so much better if Joe can pass out of double teams, consistent shooting and Ben shooting and being more aggressive. That's the thing too. I don't know if you notice. I kind of get annoyed with Tobias and Joe sometimes, especially Joel, because even if he is getting double teamed, like, yeah, last game he muscled through. The Pacers were a lot smaller, but sometimes he's just forcing up some crazy shots when he needs to hit that pass on the fly.
Yeah. He's never been very good at passing out of a double team. I think he's gotten better and he's shown signs. I don't think he'll ever be – I mean, he's never going to be, Jokic or something, but when it comes to passing the ball.
Yep. He just needs to pass out, and they're literally leaving us open. So our shooters got to knock down. I'm just scared of who is going to be that consistent shooter.
I don't think they work on it in practice. I don't think they work on passing out of a double team. There should be drills every day for Joel Embiid.
Yep.
Passing out of a double team.
Yep. Michael Robbins, look, I just need Ben to shoot to open this offense. It's that simple. I 100% agree with you.
Yep.
Sixers have no killer on the perimeter. Tobias isn't a killer, and Jay Rich is not. Trey Burke was, but Brett hated him.
Yeah, it's wild. I'll never understand what he didn't like about him.
Nope. They need Monty Williams. Yeah. Look how things come full circle, right?
Yep.
Brett Brown's horrible. Any coach from the Philadelphia Catholic League could coach the Sixers better than him. I think DJ Eastwood could coach better than him.
I'm serious. It's not a very complicated game. It's really not.
Nope. EB doesn't have the balls to fire Brett Brown. Whew.
He's going to be forced to. If they don't make it out of the second round this year, he's going to be forced to.
Yep. I think Josh Harris is going to be forced to sell the team maybe.
I mean, like I said, Josh Harris is all about business, and if people threaten to not come to games and threaten to not re-up their season tickets if Brett Brown returns, then he's going to fire him. That's his money right there.
Yep. Bode says, will Simmons or DeRozan have a better game? What are your instincts on that?
I can't say DeRozan's going to have a better game because I think Ben Simmons is going to have a triple-double, so he'll be very impactful. I think DeRozan's going to have more points, but I don't know if that's really a better game.
Yeah. What's your stat line prediction for DeRozan?
Me, 40, 5-5. He's dropping 40. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
He never shoots threes, but I'm telling you, there was a game a couple years ago. He was just bombing threes. It was crazy, and it was against us. Watch him just shoot threes like you never seen before.
How many threes do you think he's going to hit tonight?
5.
Wow. 5 threes from turn.
Mm-hmm. I forgot to look it up, but there's a game against us where he did that. He went 7 for 7.
Yeah, I'll go with probably I'll go with anywhere from 28 to 32 for DeRozan. I think he'll hit 1 or 2 threes at the max. But if he proves me wrong, I mean,
that's realistic. Yeah. That's realistic.
Bus says they should have signed Jamal Crawford. He could have given us 14 to 15 off the bench. He dropped 50 last year. Yep.
Yeah, he was right there. Brett wouldn't have played him. He just, I don't know. Brett just picks guys that he likes.
Why do people keep saying sell the team? What does that mean, or what will it do for us, DJ?
Well, the owner of the team is in charge of hiring and firing the general manager and the coach. So, like the New York Knicks right now, everybody hates the owner because they've been bad for so long, and the coaches are always bad. The front office is always bad, and the only way to change that is to change the guy at the top.
Yep. I completely agree. I mean, it kind of sets the tone at the top, and Harris has been – who knows what goes on behind the scenes. I just don't think he's a good owner. 38, 8-8. This is actually one guy I want to ask you, DeJounte Murray. He actually had over 20 points last night, and the Spurs are coming off a big win, but they might be a little bit, hungover from yesterday. I think Murray could actually be a guy to step up for the Spurs tonight and really get some buckets.
Yeah, Murray's one of those guys we forget about because he's young, and I'm pretty sure he was injured his rookie year. But yeah, he has an all-around game, and he can score points if we let him.
Yep. Everyone turns into Curry against us. I wonder why. Because these guys are professionals. They can make open threes.
Seriously, if you watch an NBA player just warming up in a gym or just practicing, they make 90% of their shots in the warm-ups and practice because there's nobody around them.
Yep. Embiid shouldn't be shooting threes. Don't have a closer. I agree. I still want to see one of these late game situations and see who's going to take the big shot. That's honestly not even if we make it. I want to see who's going to take the big shot. I want to see what Brett's going to draw up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Feel like people play harder against the Sixers. Yep. Shake's scared. He just brings the ball up and passes.
He was playing scared. You're right.
Yep. It's tonight a home or away. It matters. Yep. DeRozan hit a career high threes on us.
He did. I'm telling you. I should have done my research, but.
Yep. I think it was 7, honestly. But yeah, Chris says Sixers should be dominating. Tired of talking about this. Yeah. And that's kind of, really the overarching point here. That's why we're frustrated, because the Sixers have talent. They have the team that can compete. Imagine the Sixers kind of playing similar to the Raptors, just being feisty, even if they're not as quick. The Raptors don't let you breathe on offense. They make you work for every single bucket, and the Sixers really just don't do that. It's way too easy for the opposing team.
Yeah, this team was supposed to smother people defensively, and I remember the first game of the season against the Boston Celtics. You had Jay Rich smothering Hayward on the second play of the game. Matisse Thybulle was out there stealing the ball, and we were everywhere. And we're like, oh my God, this team, nobody's going to score on us ever. And then it all came crashing down. But last game, I would have expected to see Jay Rich on TJ Warren's hip coming around screens, or Matisse Thybulle, and there was no adjustment like that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. We're about to actually hop on out of here, but Like I said, I'll be back for the post game tonight. DJ will upload his video tomorrow. Kay says Alec Burks and Matisse are great pieces off the bench. They actually perfectly demonstrated this against Pacers, but somehow Brett decided to go for Howell Neto and Furkan. Yeah. My thing with Furkan is, again, I'll bring him in off the bench, but again, if he goes 0 for 5, I mean, he really can't stay in. He really can't stay in.
And for me, it's more so if he gets beat to the rim like 2 or 3 times, I got to bring him out.
Yep. Let's see. Embiid ball down low and not a step or two in from the three-point line. Yeah, I saw a couple plays where we shot within 5 seconds of the shot clock, and it was Joel Embiid launching from outside. Like, really? Yeah. Come on. Can't play that way. You guys lost all your shooters last year. I'm telling you, we're missing.
And the year before. I mean, think about Ben Simmons was surrounded with like Ilyasova, Bellinelli, JJ Redick. It was crazy. He had shooters everywhere, and they're all gone.
Smokeless says Marco and LaMarcus are out again. This should be an easy win. This should be an easy win. It shouldn't be close. But then again, we got other things to worry about, man. Sixers offense has no identity. Bench warms up. They're stepping up tonight. Basketball starts with defense. But appreciate everyone that tuned out to the pregame live. Again, on your way out, hit the like button for us. Subscribe to the channels if you are new. We appreciate all you guys as always, and everyone that tuned out today. And yeah, let's see if the Sixers can rebound and finally get a win here and actually do it convincingly, or otherwise, if we're just going to stay in the same trend. But follow us on Twitter. We'll be talking about the game as we always do. Stay updated and Philly unite. Let's go Sixers. With that being said, I go by RB. Philly take with RB.
DJ Eastwood, run it back.
And we will catch you on the next one. Peace.